Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we're going through the batch of Xenoverse EZAs. So far, I mean, my experience with them is that they're very good. This is a great, like, these characters have just sat in the game for 8 years, 7 years at this point as losers. And now to get very good EZAs like this feels good. And this is one of these, like, sub-EZA moments. These are the characters we're always asking Dokkan, like, give the EZAs to them. Get us the sub-EZAs. Like, these are kind of like, you know, these characters. And they've been nailing them. So here we'll go ahead and give a sticker to Demigra. I think Demigra is going to be very good, by the way, guys. Demigra, they gave a great tool for winning. Remember, a lot of times, like, when talking about him, potential system build stuff like additionals versus crits and dodge, I'll say, like, dodge is typically a great build to win, right? And then, like, you know, you do additionals and crits and raw attack, you know, that can look good for, like, Twitter and shit like that. But when it comes to winning, like, there's, like, tech that's good, too. Think of Goma. Goma is a great character for winning. Demigra's got a little Goma in them. And then here's the sticker for his, like, final form. What is this called? This is just called the final form. I'm actually not too familiar on, like, Demigra's, like, super lore here. It's, yeah, just Demigra final form. Okay. I felt like this could be a good Dokkan Fest, by the way. Demigra? They could drop Demigra as a Dokkan Fest. Considering they're, like, willing to do God Vegeta, I definitely, and we've done Super Saiyan 3 Bardock previously used from Xenoverse 2. Certainly they, you know, they could. So Demigra, I think, is going to be very good. In terms of teams, we do have 3 setups. We'll probably run them on God Vegeta setup and UI Goku setup today. I think that'll be a good idea. Let's go ahead and go over his build. So here's what we're rocking in terms of Demigra's build. Just want to, you know, hit him for like 30 dodge. Just make sure that it will survive as long as possible. The value Demigra is going to give us, a lot of it, is going to be that giant transformation. They made it easy peasy, lemon squeezy for that giant transformation. So in terms of his build here, like, once I get to that 30 dodge, that's like a good number, right? Like 30 dodge, that gives us a real nice chance, right? So it's like, you know, like, we just add basically a 30% dodge, a medium chance to dodge, to characters who already have, like, strong defensive mechanics. It's just so impactful, right? So, all right, there's the build. We'll probably, why don't we just start on, like, a Realm of God team, and then we could run full crossover. Remember, a lot of these Xenoverse EZAs are structured very similarly, with this condition right here, but it doesn't really seem too bad to me. For a lot of these characters and a lot of these teams, I don't think we will feel this too much as, like, a huge deterrent to the character. I don't think so. So let's start with Realm of Gods, and let's see how Demigra's going to do here. Alright, guys, dude. One, just instantly go in, and we get, like, perfect rotations right here. So, I mean, we have the best unit. I mean, very good TUR on the rotation here. Shen is he's a very good, he's a pretty good unit. Okay, so here we go. Here's the setup with Demigra. This is perfect. We get him turn 1, so we could see what his impact is going to look like throughout the whole fight. Okay, so Demigra, it's very, very simple. We run him in slot 2, right? He gets 1 time only 40% dodge and an attack break to raise his survivability up. We've also got dodge right here, and then don't forget we've got the huge dodge build as well, right? You know, the 30 hit and potential system dodge build. So it's going to be very difficult for us to take hits. Then, you know, he's in slot 2, so on turn 3, he will start turn 3 out in slot 3. So this is how we would do it, right? And then when it's turn 3, our rotation would be the gods in slot 1, Shen in slot 2, Demigra in slot 3 as turn 3 starts, which would then trigger Demigra's giant form. So we can do an HP 60% or less. Sometimes we'll see it, sometimes we won't, right? You know, it's just kind of random, not something we can really control too much. Sometimes, maybe with bombs or something like that, but, you know, it's not, like, super consistent. This is, though. So if Demigra is the 3rd attacker at the start of turn, and then all characters are crossover Realm of Gods, which is not really a problem, and then 3rd turn from character entry turn, that's just his 2nd turn. All this is his 2nd turn. So it's set up that you run Demigra in slot 2, and then on turn 3, he's going to immediately go into a giant form, causing Bio Broly to waste this super attack, waste this bullshit. Bio Broly should still be above 60% HP. We're going to get this. And, I mean, Demigra is going to have a huge impact on what, chat? On motherfucking winning. That's what. This is, like, this is how you make a great sub EZA, too. Like, I think it's great. I think he's great. All right, so we'll go Shen in slot 1. Whoa, dude, Demigra, look how little pitiful his sprite is. Can we, bro, we need a Demigra battle motion bad, because look at this. Look at this. It's pitiful. All right, so in terms of links, we do have a great linking partner we'll be able to get with Rose later on. Rose potentially could be in danger next turn. I'll have to be careful, because it is not, like, a good turn for Rose. Demigra's link set here: Godly Power, Big Bad Bosses, Brainiacs, Revival, Fear and Faith, Xenoverse, and Fierce Battle. That is the link set Demigra's working with. And then here's his best linking partners. Rose is here. Goma as well, right? Mira and Toa. We'll probably do a run. I will want to show Demigra. Just get like a stun ability right there. And he does also have a stun ability right there. We'll do that in a Dokkan event. And we could run... what? Oh, damn. What is this? This is like... Is this Dark King Demigra? Is that what he's called? Dark King Demigra. Yes. Okay. I remember that. Okay, cool. All right, let's jump in. Let's go. I try to, like, get to it quick, but, like, there's a lot of shit to explain, man. I'm sorry, but the game is getting more complicated by the day, right? Like, you know, some of us who just play the game all day, every day, right? Like, a lot of the dedicated members in the community, sure, but, like, if you're just, like, a casual player, I feel like at this point, like, there's, like, the kits are so huge, the bosses are gonna feel so unfair. It's just going to be craziness, right? Like, I do sympathize with Iron legitimately. Like, just coming in, and it's just like, you know, he likes to just play... Oh, hold on. Lock in. The God. Demigra. 40?! What? The fuck? Okay, we... Oh, hidden potential system additional normal, right? I was going to say, we triple fucking super? All right, let's not get hit, though. We do need to dodge these, probably. Okay, cool. W. Damn! He's opening with fucking 40? Whoa! That's a lot, considering how strong his giant transformation turn is going to be, dude. That's insanity, man. Wow. Bro. Yeah, phew. Limited time content, a lot of this stuff does suck. 11th anniversary as a fumble, but man, keep dropping characters like this, though, dude. Fuck. Right? It's gonna make people even more mad about limited time content because the characters are so good, but I ain't got nowhere to use them, right? That's what people are gonna say, man. They're gonna say enough of this bullshit, man. Want to use these demons. All right, we're not really gonna do too much damage right here. That's not a problem. I'm going to prioritize Rose to get a stack. I do want to get Rose on rotation with Demigra, but... Actually, I probably should just float him right here. Nah, we'll leave Rose around. Because we're going to be floating Demigra. So we'll leave Rose right here. Alright, so we got our first turn with the 2 Evolution Blue Vegetas. Hopefully Evolution Blue Vegeta does dodge Bio Broly's attack, so we can actually attack him. Dodge it. Damn. Because we would have dodged the stun. That's why I wanted to. Okay. Not a big deal. We'll barely damage Bio Broly, but that will set Demigra's giant form up perfectly. So again, we have it all set up, and we'll see how this is going to go. We haven't, we haven't done much damage, but... Well, the point where we will do damage is coming. It's coming. I promise it's coming. I just... never have a good time running Evolution Blue Vegeta in this fight at all. Just, like, I just want to get that first turn out of the way as Evolution Blue Vegeta and then go to UI. All right, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh. The demon. Bam. Okay, so now we got one of the strongest things in the game. One of these, like, Rage Giant mode Giant forms. Wait, I quickly have to pull this up. I want to pull this up on the Thieving 6 wiki. I think right now that's the only one that really shows these, like, giant transformations. and the length we have here. So if we go down here, so this is 2 turns, and then there is a 20% chance we go for a 3rd turn. So it's 80% reverse probability. This means it's, you know, 80% 2 turns, 20% we get a 3-turn transformation. And then when it comes to Demigra right here, so he gets 3 keys, 666% attack, attack's guaranteed to hit. And then if the enemy has 60% HP or more, which is happening right now, 666% attack, and then 66% crit. Which we do need that crit, by the way, because we're fighting Bio Broly type disadvantage. All right, let's go. All right, so this is good. So we'll have 2 or 3 turns of attacking Bio Broly. This is exactly why these giant characters are so broken. There's Bio Broly's heal, and then he's about to drop his super attack as well. And then whabam, wasted. He doesn't even get the super attack on this turn. You cannot... Oh, well, we did... Okay, I mean, it's fine. But you cannot discount how powerful this is. Just the ability to cancel a boss like super. I could potentially see players, like, wanting to go maybe additional for Demigra to maximize additionals in this mode right here, but I don't think that's wholly necessary. I think just maximizing dodge for his base form will probably yield the best, how do I want to say this, best win rate. Win rate? I could say, like, the best win rate. Yeah, yeah. All right, so far so good. I mean, this is great, right? So we're going to leave this. We're getting a bunch of free damage in on Bio Broly. Then we're going to leave it, and Bio Broly can't super. I mean, to be fair, we are running Realm of Gods, and a lot of these characters probably do just die anyway, like if we get hit by a normal. But, you know, I mean, we are running Realm of Gods, I guess. I don't know. Like, this would be a great spot to then put Evolution Blue Vegeta and so on. All right, do we get... Yeah. I mean, it's a 20% chance we go for the 3rd turn. Oh, there's the gods. Okay. So at this point, we do want to float Demigra. Demigra is now going to turn into a floater. But, I mean, already his best impact he's had. Because if we jump on over, as the 3rd attacker in the turn, he gets the 30% dodge and motherfucking damage reduction. Attack's guaranteed to hit, largely not really too important. But, so he's got 50% damage reduction. He's got some crit. He's got a lot of dodge. I mean, bro, this guy's good. Straight up. This is a good character. Now, I do think Bio Broly probably might one-shot him if Demigra doesn't dodge. But, I mean, to be fair, Bio Broly does do that to a lot of characters, right? Alright, so we'll have Realm of Gods and Fierce Battle up like usual. And then on this next turn, I'll try and keep Rose on rotation here. I might just pop the Rose active to give him a little bit of extra defense. Although, my Rose does have defensive God equips on, so... I might regret that, actually, because just the way that... I mean, I couldn't have predicted what the structure releases was going to be this year, but I don't really get much value out of Rose these days. I'm not really using him on teams, right? Like, he's on Deborah's team, right? But he's only on a 170, so it's like the huge loss of stats you really feel for a character like Rose, right? So, just don't end up using him. Alright, we'll see. I'd say we got a decent chance of winning this, but Bio Broly still has a lot of fucking HP to go, right? It's a long-ass fight. We're gonna need the UI Gokus to be hitting their motherfucking dodges. I could probably use Evolution Blue Vegeta on this next turn. But I don't know. I probably shouldn't. We're going to have 2 different characters with 100% dodge. Huh. Because the thing is, I do want to leave Rose on rotation to take advantage of links with Demigra. Maybe I won't do that. Why don't we just play to win? All right, Demigra, let's go. Let's see what he's at. 44 million right there. Nice. Yep. Perfect. No crit, though, so he's not going to do much damage, right? 48. And then we dodge, yeah. Bro, he hits hard, Demigra. Like, it's just much higher than I expected. Considering he's got the strong defenses and the giant form, right? What do we want to do right here? I'm not sure, actually. Well, I mean, we'll definitely do... We'll get this damage out now. We'll toss this. No reason not to toss this, I think. For Rose, I'll do Fusion Zamasu. I was considering doing the Rose active for the extra damage, but we'll do this. I think what I'll do, like, let's try and maximize our damage here, which would involve this. Wait. Should involve this. This is us maximizing damage. But I mean, Evolution Blue Vegeta's fine here. I just don't trust him. I'm sorry, but I mean, surely he's not, like, he's not going to take damage here. He's not, because we got hit. Yeah, he took 5 hits. He's not going to take damage here. I just like this type of situation. I've seen Evolution Blue Vegeta take damage in these types of spots. And if he does, I'm going to be fucking pissed. So don't take damage, Vegeta, okay? Alright, Int UI obviously has our 100% chance to dodge, so we're chilling. Yeah, Realm of Gods, they've done a great job of supporting Realm of Gods without, like, new Dragon Ball Super, like, Dokkan Fests and LRs since Physical UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta came out, right? Like, this guy's super easy A. I mean, Shen, who... I mean, I'm going to drop a tier list, and there's a good chance a lot of people are mad as fuck when I drop it, but, I mean, it's going to be going up. I mean, Shen helps the team a lot. Demigra's a good option. 100 by this guy. Nice, nice, nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. And he's doing guaranteed crits on this turn, don't forget to. Yeah, beautiful. Look at this damage here. We're chilling. We're chilling. Just going to easily win. See, what, do you see? Okay, so at this moment, when I said Demigra is like a great character for winning, do you guys get what I mean now? Like, he just kind of like bridged a gap for us pretty easily to where we're popping all these actives and then Bio Broly just fucking melts, right? Super. Good, 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 good. Oh, okay, sure. Alright, let's drop this. The only negative about Shen would be a situation like this. We've got, like, oh, Mr., 100% dodge. Yeah, right here, let's just go UI Goku. You know, we have Mr. 100% dodge and shit, but, like, it would definitely, like, you can't run Shen out of slot. Like, Shen has to be slot 1. Has to be slot 1. So, like, I guess, like, we could lose here because of Shen. Let's drop this. I mean, so as long as Shen dodges, this fight is over, yeah? It's just Shen dodge and fight's over. We'll hit this, yeah. Just auto. 9 orbs is perfect. Shen has, I believe, 90% dodge right here. Plus dodge build. Yeah. It's just, bro, I don't think he hasn't been killed yet, I don't think. I just, bro, like, how good is a character that wins every time we run him? You know, you guys could tell me. What's better, winning or losing? All right, let me relax. Let me not turn this into a Shen showcase. It's just hard. When he's on screen, who else am I supposed to talk about than the guy who can't be touched in slot 1, by the way. Slot 1. Yeah, I think we've won, right? Because we have not used UI Goku on the other rotation, so he's got 100% dodge. The gods are going to drop a bunch of supers here. I just wish this guy was critting. The only sort of, like, downside or flaw that UI Goku we can experience sometimes is when we use him like this. So he hasn't gotten any dodges up to this point, so he didn't build up his crit, he didn't build up his, phase 2 damage, right? So it just kind of, like, we're just not really doing too much damage right there. Alright, the gods, though, we know how they're going to get down. The gods. still fun how effective them and Physical Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta are. And I mean, we could even say HLUI Goku into that basket as well. They really, man, it was so important. There are moments where it's like, okay, Dokkan, please understand, like feel the moment right here. Like the 7th anniversary LRs needed this type of EZA because they're just so popular. Like they could not have just like fucking done some dumb ass half-assery EZA for these guys. They couldn't have. They couldn't have. That would really turn players off so fucking much. These guys were just way too popular, right? Way too popular. Alright, and it's over. I mean, bro. Easy peasy. Just turn auto on, fuck it. I gotta reset my phone, too. It's a little laggy. You catch that? A little laggy. Here's that. Wait. Oh, damn. I should have checked Demigra's stats, but, I mean, it's fine. Fight's over. Only thing I should mention here. Remember, Physical UI has his ridiculously powerful support when he attacks, right? But keep in mind, that support is for super class characters. Right here, I'm just gonna swap over here. Super class allies right here, it starts out. And then if they're also around the god, they get this. So it's not good synergy with, like, you know, STR Rose or Demigra or some of these characters, unfortunately. They do get this, though. An extra 7% dodge, which is something. Like, UI Goku's not doing much damage right here. So, but I don't even, like, Demigra's not even gonna get targeted. Demigra might actually finish off if we get there. I mean, Int UI probably would finish off. We'll see what happens. His numbers seem very low here. Huh. Oh, good crit. Yeah, Int UI's got this. Great start. I mean, dude, these crossover EZAs are not, like, these are not fucking bitch characters. Like, these are good. These crossover EZAs are good. Like, they're just good. Like, that's it. Good. G-O-O-D. Good. You know? Easy. Alright, let's do a crossover run with Demigra, but I'm very pleased that it's like, you know, again, great character for winning, and we just jump in instantly, and exactly the playbook happens of why Demigra is good. So that was awesome. Alright, guys! We are coming back, so let's see how we're gonna look here. Demigra, the demon. Alright, so we're coming into this fight. Now, this mission originally seemed like it was going to be very challenging, very pay to win, very scummy, fear of missing out, right? Limited time content. But it does seem as though this is actually like a completely free-to-play friendly mission. So what you need to do is you need to beat this Jiren with 6 crossover characters. And I could hear people saying, what? Oh, like just going off and off and off and off and off. But like, this Jiren fight isn't that tough, and these crossover characters are better than I think people give them credit for. So, like, I was thinking, even ahead of time, like, the strategy that this would work pretty easily, and you could use Demigra as your lead. Remember, you get 10 stones to pick out the Xenoverse EZAs completely for free, right? And then I saw this right here from John Juden over here. Look at this run. So this is against the Jiren, right? Boom. A Demigra, like, you literally the entire team he's running are all free. 100% free. And you just bring yourself a nice friend, God Vegeta, and then boom. Like, you see the strat, right? He just used, like, the kind of these nuking items for God Vegeta to do a maximum damage. Got the support item, and then boom. Like, it's, you know, I don't even, it's not that bad. So, like, I'm pretty pleased with that. A lot of it, of course, has to do, I think, with how good Demigra and some of these characters are. Demigra is massive. Okay, so this is great. Oh, we got perfect rotations. Nice. Alright, so let's see how Demigra will do right here. We're going to have Toa on rotation, so that'll do a little bit better for us. Although, we do have this. This link really sucks ass. This is the Fear and Faith link, which gives us 2 key and lowers enemy defense by 10%. Lowers enemy defense by 10%. It's stupid. It's just, I don't, like, I can't believe that that's what they gave, like, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, let's go. Alright, so, I mean, you guys see this. We're just gonna crush this pretty easily, right? I don't even know. How do we lose? I don't even think we can. Right? Like, no clue. So, I mean, I don't know. They could have made this red zone a little bit tougher, but the difficulty it's at right now is at a level where, like, even these, like, kind of like free-to-play or, you know, sub-EZA, Xenoverse EZAs are able to crush it. So that's good for players who, you know, didn't wail out on the God Vegeta banner, right? So, all right, God Vegeta, he's chilling. He's chilling. Yep, we do want a crit here, of course. For this fight, I mean, I guess if you've got the God defensive equips, like the raw defense on there, crit build for Vegeta is definitely better for this fight, to do more damage to Jiren, right? Because in my experience, my God Vegeta, like, he doesn't even get killed by Jiren, so, like, he doesn't, like, all he needs to do is just crit and we're good. All right, here's Toa. People were doing an awful lot of crying about Toa, I guess including me. But she's not, oh, there was one of Demigra's attack breaks, by the way. But she's not actually banned in this red zone. I wonder if Dokkan is going to do this moving forward, rather than outright ban characters, because of their nuking leader skill. That's why Toa has a nuking leader skill with orbs. And when they do one-phase bosses, which, in my opinion, oftentimes the one-phase bosses I find to be the most fun. I'm trying to go over here to show the ability, but the site's... Hold on. Yeah, right here. It's this ability right here. This ability is not meant to limit what our characters do or make the fight more annoying in any way. It's just to limit nuking characters. That's what the point of this is. Nuking characters, right? Like, in one of these short, you know, 4-turn, 5-turn fights, it's not like you're able to charge some of these, like, attacks, like these spirit bombs or special beam cannons and shit. You're not really charging them to that level just on, like, turn 4 or something, right? So, this is really just meant to stop nuking. So, if they want to just give that to bosses, that's a better way. So, the simple solution is just not let the character go in the leader skill slot. Boom, problem solved. But I don't know if there's, like something where, oh, that's actually, they have to do like some massive, huge update to the game in order to do that or something. I don't know. I'm not really too sure on the particulars of that part of it. All right, here's Mira as well. Okay, we got a lot of good characters. All right, so in this next rotation, we'll have Mira and Toa. Okay. Yeah, this is just, we're just chilling. This is just going to be an easy win, man. I think we'll just do one more run after this. We'll take Demigra just into, like, one of these, like, you know, Dokkan event stages, just to show, his, like, stunning abilities. But already, I mean, we've seen, like, what it is that Demigra does, right? And then here, we're going to be on turn 3, and we're going to get rid of that, you know, this turn where, like, last turn, we have a base God Vegeta out, right? And we're going to be in just his actual, like, God form, starting from turn 4. So we're looking good. Okay. Yeah, Trunks is good, Mira is good. All these fools are strong. Previously, when we did this, we did it with Xeno, Pan, and Eos, right? Just, like, praying that they would dodge when they're targeted. But now we're just chilling like this. Yeah, double digits, nice. All right, here we go. Demigra, the demon. Okay, sure. So we'll just let him do some pounding. Pound away. Never stop pounding, Demigra. Never stop pounding. All right, guys, so we're just chatting away, letting Demigra handle business. We'll leave the giant form, and then he's not even supering anymore. Damn. 5.9 with a crit, huh? Not really too much damage there. Yeah, it looks like Jiren, it says high chance to crit, but he's actually got a 70% chance to crit. Ignores 30% defense and a 1.5 times multiplier. So ignoring 30% defense not really too bad, considering we've seen multiple bosses now who ignore 100% defense. That is like, you know, those are the real scary fights. Okay. Bam. And bam. All right, let's see if we get the third turn of Giant Demigra. And remember, Jiren's HP is high, so we're doing a decent amount of damage here. The good thing is we were hitting all of our crit procs when we were against Bio Broly, which was so important, right? Since, like, Demigra in this form wouldn't have done that much damage to Bio Broly unless he got his crits off. All right, let's see. We revert back. Yeah. All right, perfect. So, yep, now we're going to be looking A-okay right here. Although, I guess Jiren, since he got his attack, his super attack taken away, now he just chooses not to attack slot 0 at all, huh? Silly goose. What a goose Jiren is. We're 30 minutes into this video? What the fuck? How? Huh? Bro, I could really just talk Dokkan all day. That's why, like, dude, people go, you should do, like, a podcast or something. Like, I could go on someone's podcast here and there. But, like, people that, like, me do a podcast. Bro, that's what my videos are. These are podcasts, man. Oh, we're chilling. All right, holy hell. The one thing is, without, like, it really is, in this fight, up to God Vegeta to be critting to do all the damage, right? We are not racking up the damage very quick on this guy until we transform with God Vegeta. Mm-hmm. All right, Demigra time again. I'll probably just skip the next rotation. Actually, this might be the last rotation where we've got here with Demigra, huh? In this fight. We might not see Demigra again. I'll cut, and I guess I'll come back at the conclusion of the fight if we're winning, or if we get to see Demigra again. But now, oh wow, perfect RNG right there. Hello? Look at this. This is exactly what you want. Yeah, so we just do this, and now Jiren starts getting fucked up. Now Jiren starts getting his ass blasted. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to run Trunks in slot 3 for the attack support right here. Let's go. Yup, boom. Nice. Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. Nothing to God Vegeta. I hope we still do get a God Vegeta from the Broly arc, by the way. The Broly movie. I hope so. Alright, we'll come back. I do want to remember jump into like just one kind of like regular quest mode, or not quest mode, but Dokkan event stage as well to show off Demigra's stuns. And then we'll finish up. Alright, chat. We are wrapping it up. Broken ass Mira cleaning up here. Goodbye, bitch. Get cleaned up by the boss. Final boss is Universe 2. Pussy. Mira could get a Dokkan Fest too. Mira Dokkan Fest, Demigra Dokkan Fest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Easy. Easy. Uh-oh. I promised you guys I'd never skip these if I got one while recording. Alright, let's see. Dude, these are hard. Look at this. I mean, I could sit here. Bro, dude, the camera's on. I'm nervous. Okay, I could do this one. Nah, it's too hard. Nah, fuck that. Dude, this is scary. That's surely right there. Is it? Yeah. And then this. Gotta be right there. That's gotta be it, right? Whew, dude. The captchas. By the way, does anyone else get captchas, or is it, let me guess, just me? Every update is designed to fuck me over. We know this. Okay. There we go. Demigra. Just a very simple. Here's how I would grade Demigra. He's a great character to run if you want to win. That's it. Alright, guys. I just wanted to show off Demigra with his kind of like stun abilities right here. Very quickly before we end here. But Demigra seems like a great character as expected. So he has this. This is a 50% chance to stun for 1 turn, is what this, like, just for this turn. And then he also has a 50% chance to stun here for 2 turns. So he's got 2 separate 50% chances to stun. One, of course, lasts just for the rest of this turn, and the other is just for 2 turns. So let's just hit this with Demigra, and then we will finish up. And you guys can let me know, but so far we've done videos on Mira and Demigra, and 2 for 2, I think, in very good characters. Oh, super attack dodge, lovely. Yep, I saw the stun applied. I saw it. Very briefly during the super attack startup animation, you could see the debuff symbol appear on the character's health bar. So there's the stun. There's Demigra. Ah, not a bad little KO screen right there too, huh? Yeah. All right, guys, there was Demigra. Really impressive, I think. I just think that this tech that we have, like with this giant form, as I've said many times in the video, it's just a great tool for winning, really. So this is Power to Distort History, Demigra. In terms of teams for Demigra, we have the God Vegeta team, Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta's Realm of Gods team. And Demigra should work effectively on all of them. I think where Demigra would be at his worst, funny enough, would be a lot of the RE content, the way it's been structured for a lot of the year. You know, something like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But, like, that being his worst fight doesn't mean it's a bad fight for him. It's just Demigra is ridiculous in, like, Bio Broly, where it's like the first turn he has, like, an insane amount of dodge, right? And then, you know, he's in slot 2, and then the next turn he does his giant form, and then, like, you know, you float him, and then the rest of the fight happens before he even comes back, and, like, he has a huge impact on it, right? Whereas, like, if we're fighting, like, the Supreme Magnificent Battle RE Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right, like, we're still gonna be fighting him on, like, turn 10. So, like, you know, Demigra, you know, turn 1, turn 3, turn 6, turn 9, like, he would have several more appearances in the fight still. His leader skills, all types, key 3, and 90% of stats, so it could be a good link level leader. His passive skill, History in Chaos, he gets 2 key, 250% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 20% crit, 20% damage reduction. An additional that has a 70% chance to be a super. We were hitting that every turn in this video, huh? Yeah, nice. And then he has a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy. Remember, that's a 1-turn stun. When attacking, he gets 250% attack and defense. When there's 3 crossover characters or Realm of God characters on the team, or if all allies in the turn are extreme class, Demigra gets 300% attack and defense, and 40% crit and 40% dodge. One time only, as the second attacker in the turn, he gets 40% dodge and an attack break. And then as the third attacker in the turn, he gets 30% dodge and damage reduction, and then attacks are guaranteed to hit. When HP is 60% or more, he gets 266% attack, and then an extra 6% chance to dodge. And then when HP is 60% or less, or if Demigra is in slot 3 at the start of the turn, and all allies in the turn are crossover or Realm of Gods characters, starting from the 3rd turn from character's entry turn. So it's a mouthful, but it is, I would say, not really too tough to understand, right? So basically, just if Demigra is in slot 3 when the turn begins, and it's his second rotation, right? Is like, this right here is second turn, no matter what. Like, no matter what, it's Demigra's second turn. And then, you know, running full crossover, full Realm of Gods is kind of what we'd want to do with this guy anyway. I don't, like, these are not, like, he's got restrictions all over, but it's just not shit you're going to feel, I think, right? And so the setup is, you know, the first time he shows up, you run him in slot 2. You get this extra dodge and the attack break to help him live in slot 2. And then on the next turn, he'll start out in slot 3 and you do the giant transformation, and he's helping you win the fight. His super attack is the Energy Jet. He gets 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage, and then has a 50% chance to stun. His link set is Godly Power, Big Bad Bosses, Brainiacs, Revival, Fear and Faith, Xenoverse, and Fierce Battle. Here are his best linking partners. He's got the Dark King Demigra. You know, we got Rose there. You know, we do have some powerful characters, Mira and stuff. But yeah, things went very well. 12 key multipliers, 145% actually. Slightly higher than usual. Usually it's 140% that we do see for those. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and take a look at the category teams for Demigra. He's on the Resurrected Warrior category team. So that it would be very easy to run a full villain Resurrected Warrior team. That's where Demigra, you know, could potentially help out. There's also the Realm of Gods team that he's on. That's one of the categories that, you know, he could be a lot better on, Realm of Gods. We ran him on that team today. He also has the Time Traveler category team right here. Okay, perfect. Then he is also on the Giant category. So we don't see too many Giant category buffs, so always really good to see this, right? An actual Giant category buff. He's also here on the Final Trump Card category team. We don't get too many, well, I don't know, I guess that's not true. I was going to say too many buffs for this, but I guess we do, right? I guess we do get a fair amount of characters dropping on this. Then he's also on the Crossover category team, which we saw him on today. We used him on the Crossover team. He's also here on Storied Figures. It's another category that doesn't really get buffs too often, so it's nice to see more characters here on Storied Figures. And then finally, Demigra is on the Demonic Power category, you know, which is a category that just every time there's releases, we get buffs for this one, right? So there's that. There's Demigra in his regular form. So remember, he has his Giant transformation, which we could do when HP is 60% or less, or if he's, you know, in the third spot at the start of rotation, and all allies on the rotation are Crossover Realm of Gods, and it's Demigra's second turn, then he has a Giant transformation here. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this right here. So this is Demigra Final Form. Passive skill, Demon God's Giant Form. He gets 3 keys, 666% attack, and then attacks are guaranteed to hit. And then if the enemy's HP is 60% or more, he gets 666% attack and a 66% chance to crit. Then his super attack is the Boiling Berg. He gets 100% attack temporarily, does destructive damage, and then has the 30% chance to stun, which, you know, could be useful in a fight if a boss could be able to be stunned at that point. Like, I think of the Stage 2 of the Cell Max event in 2024, that would have been a potential place where maybe this stun here could have been useful, right? And then there we go. That is Demigra. Demigra, who is, you know, again, another amazing character, an amazing sub-EZA here. I think Dokkan, they did a great job with these characters, right? So let me know what you guys think of EZA Demigra, but he's crazy. This guy's crazy.